See, we love, and we love, we love. Hey there! Welcome to Secrets of Building an Epic Team. I'm Erin, and I'm your host here, and I'm also the creator of the Hire, Train, Delegate method. I'm super excited to join you for my Team Talk Tuesday on a Thursday because we're a little late this week, but that's okay. Today, we're going to talk about 3 traits that we look for when we're building epic teams. These are the 3 traits that we look for in team members so that we know that they're going to take your team to the next level. So first, a little backstory. I was actually an OBM I've been in the online space for over 5 years, but I was actually an OBM for about 3 years. So during that time, I did a lot of hiring, and I really dialed in the hiring process, and I would look at people and I kind of systematized the whole thing. And that's where the hire, train, delegate method was born. So I noticed that there really are some gaps in the online industry when we go to hire, and that no one really utilizes their team to their full advantage. So when I started to build my own team, I really looked to exclude those gaps. And when I did, it created a team that was so powerful that I decided to share it with my clients. So about a year ago, I launched the Hire, Train, Delegate method under a different name. But we really started bringing those phenomenal team members to the client. But what I've realized throughout that time is that people in the online industry hire simply for a Band-Aid fix. We're never hiring with a long-term goal of building our business in mind, with that goal in mind. And so what that does is it just creates owner overwhelm, burnout, or it slows us down in our journey to the next level, right? Because we can put all the systems in place in the world. We can do all the marketing tips and hacks and all those things to make our lives easier. But without the team to support us, it really falls short. So I developed this program so that we could combine everything I knew when it comes to systems and team and implement that for the business owner. So we're really looking to revolutionize the way people hire in the online industry, right? And one thing I noticed is that when people go to look for their hires, they only look for part-time Band-Aid fixes most of the time. So you'll see people go hire and they're like, I need an Instagram person, and they just throw it out into the world. I need an Instagram person to take over 5 hours a week of Instagram. So this person comes on and they immediately just hand them their Instagram and they step away. And then 6 months later, they come back and they're like, I don't understand why it's not working. Or they just have the Instagram person and they're still overwhelmed in all the other areas of their business, or they're still not providing the level of client service at the capacity they want, meaning they haven't expanded really to hit those the client mile markers that they want for growth. So I call that the law of business capacity, right? So they're stuck. They can't take on any more clients because they simply can't provide that phenomenal level of service with just them or with the fractional team that they have going on right now. So what we do is we come in and we build what I call an epic virtual team. This is a core team of people that are implemented in your business with the intention that they're going to stay long-term. So they're not only there for the right now, but they're there to help you actually grow your business. They're not a Band-Aid fix. These are strategically placed team members that are in your business to move it to the next level. Their whole goal is to be like into your mission, right? And that's what we really want. So there's several traits that we look for when we hire these team members. This is a custom hire that we do for our clients. I never run the agency model. I don't have a pool of candidates that I pull from. I do have candidates that come through my pipeline all the time. So I may have you may come to me and I say, oh, I have a candidate that would be phenomenal at that. But typically I hire for your specific company. And we do that so that we can make sure that your candidates, your team members are bought into your specific position that you need. They feel your mission, they understand what you're trying to achieve in the world, and their goals align with that as well. So there are 15 areas we actually evaluate candidates when we go to hire. But for the purpose of today's live, because I won't go into all 15, I'm going to really tell you about the top 3 traits that we look for when we're hiring those epic, phenomenal team members. So if you're joining me today live, please drop live in the comments. And if you're joining on the replay, please put hashtag replay so I'll know you're here. So I'm super excited to share this topic with you because this is where I see most business owners flounder a little bit when it comes to hiring. They don't hire with the intention for long term, like I said. So there's really 3 core traits that you can look for to make sure that you're pulling in those phenomenal team members, right? So the first trait is that we always look to see if the team member is driven to excellence. And I know that sounds like a fluffy word, like driven to excellence, right? But what does that mean? They have a driven personality. They really love their job. They are in it for success. They want what you want and they're bought into your mission, right? So some of those things look like showing up on time, attention to detail, being like the right hand person of their leader at all times. So for example, on my team, my assistant Shirley is so driven to excellence that she does things without me asking, right? Because she just wants to help my business go forward. She understands it's her mission like it's my mission. So she's tuned into those fine-tuned details. She knows what I need before I need it. And I get that comment repeatedly over and over in clients that I hire for. It's like, I absolutely love my assistants because they're doing things that I didn't even think of. Just yesterday, I had a client reach out to me and was like, I just want you to know what a satisfying experience I'm having, how phenomenal my assistant is. The kids are off school for the summer. I'm a little overwhelmed. We have all these things going on, but she's taken the initiative, reaching out like, hey, let me do that. I can fill this hole there. I know you need extra help here, so let me jump in there. Those are the kind of candidates we really, really look for. We want candidates that are driven to excellence in their careers. They want to perform at top level. And one way that we ensure that is because we know that these people know when they come in that they're not coming in just for a Band-Aid fix. They are not using you as a stepping stone. You've heard me say that over and over. But also they are not, they don't come in with the intention of this being like a part-time side hustle gig for them. They come in with the intention of building your company together with you. And we create that culture and that atmosphere through the whole entire program. It's very, very important that you create that culture and atmosphere because then they want to give you that excellence. They want to strive and do bigger things and better things for your company. That's what you want in a team member, right? So trait number 1, driven to excellence. Trait number 2 is that they're loyal for the long term, right? And this goes back to some of the mission and the vision. These people, again, that we hire are not looking really to have 15 different clients across 15 different time zones where they're trying to, or like 2 hours here, project based there, all those things that I see that we always see in the virtual market, right? I absolutely recommend that you do not do that with your primary core team. Here's why. You don't want to always be competing against someone else. So you don't always want to be fighting for their time. Your business is not a side hustle, right? You are at the level now. Your business is a legit business. Why are you hiring people in that treat it like a side hustle? Would you ever walk into a supermarket and see a supermarket that had team members there for 5 hours a week? No. Now, I know they have a variety of various team members running in and out of shifts, long shifts, right? That's different than what I'm saying. But would you ever expect to walk into a store like Nordstrom or Macy's and be like, I'm sorry, we can't check you out because our entire team worked this morning. They're not here anymore. I mean, that's just insane, right? We would never expect that out of a big store. So why do you expect that in your business? Why is that okay in your business? I don't understand. In the online industry, we have settled for our business less than what we actually deserve, right? So you're pouring your heart into your business. Find team members who will pour their heart into it as well. These people actually want to stay with you for the long term, and that's what you're looking for. You're not looking for people who are entrepreneurial by nature, trying to build their own hustle. So we kind of weed that out right from the beginning. We do not want people who are looking to build their own thing. We want people who are with you in your business. That's what they want. Okay, so we have driven to excellence, and they're also loyal for the long term. The third thing is they have a thirst for knowledge. This is important because remember, we're going to grow these team members into a new position. So we're not going to leave team members in the same stagnant place their whole entire career. Number 1, how boring would that be for your team, right? No one wants to stay and never learn new things if they're a driven individual, which we've already said that we're going to pick driven individuals. So we want to have someone who has shown like an aptitude for learning and for knowledge, someone who reads, someone who is taking courses on the side, someone who has an interest in something far bigger than just what they're applying for in your job. So some of our people come to us and they're like, we're learning WordPress on the side. Okay, that's a skill that is obviously like they're driven to learn more knowledge, for more knowledge, right? So we like that. We want people who can up level their skills within your business, not just stay the same, not stay stagnant, because we're looking for long-term growth in your business. So to recap, that's the 3 things we really look for in when we're hiring that epic team. Number 1 is they're driven to excellence. So they show up, they give it their all, their attention to detail is good, they really want to do their best job for you ever. Number 2 is that they're loyal to you. They're not using you as a stepping stone or bouncing around from team to team. And then the third one is they have that continual thirst for knowledge. That's top 3 of the 15 things we look for. Everyone's always surprised because we don't necessarily hire on skills. So we don't go and look at their skill list. Yes, of course, it plays a small part, but we hire primarily on values and drive and things like that before we look at skills. So that's how we weed out candidates coming through our pipeline when we're doing the custom hires for our clients. Now, the finding of the perfect candidate is, of course, only one small piece of a big puzzle, right? Because you have to know still how to train those candidates and how to actually put the systems in place in your business that allows them to take off all the work. So that's what we really do in our Hire, Train, Delegate program. We look at your existing team. We see where we can keep the people that you have and just make some tweaks. And we bring in new people if you need them. Maybe you don't always need new people. Maybe you have people on your team now that have these traits. And that's great because we don't want to get rid of good people ever, right? They're already ingrained and embedded into your team. So we look at that and then we move forward after we build the team. We train and then teach you how to delegate entire systems of your business off your plate. This means that you're collapsing the time it takes you to get to the next level without going and finding an agency, without spending hours weeding through all the resumes and all the things that we spend hours every day doing for you. So that's what Hire, Train, Delegate looks like for us. We would love to chat with you to do a quick team audit to see exactly where your team is, see your gaps and opportunities for growth that maybe you haven't even thought of yet. We do offer a free team audit if you're interested, and you can learn more about our whole program. Reach out to one of us and we'll certainly respond. Hope you all have a phenomenal week, and I'll see you back next Tuesday for our Team Talk Tuesday on the right day. So have a great weekend. Talk soon.